Welcome to today's Psych with Sigmund, where we delve into the fascinating world of psychology to explore concepts that shape our understanding of human thought, emotion, and behavior. Today, we're going to talk about cross-modal plasticity, a phenomenon that highlights the brain's incredible ability to adapt and change in response to experience. So, what is cross-modal plasticity? In simple terms, it refers to the brain's capacity to reorganize itself by forming new connections between different sensory modalities, such as sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. This concept is important in psychology because it shows us that our brains are not fixed entities, but dynamic systems that can change throughout our lives. The idea of cross-modal plasticity has been around for a while, but our understanding of it has evolved significantly over the years. One of the key researchers who contributed to this field is Paul Bach-Rita, who demonstrated that the brain can reorganize itself in response to sensory deprivation. For example, when someone loses their sight, their brain can compensate by enhancing their sense of touch or hearing. From a theoretical perspective, cross-modal plasticity is closely related to neuroplasticity, which refers to the brain's ability to change and adapt as a result of experience. This concept challenges the traditional view that the brain is a fixed, unchangeable entity that cannot be modified after a certain age. Instead, it suggests that our brains are highly dynamic and can reorganize themselves in response to new experiences, learning, and environmental changes. Research on cross-modal plasticity has provided some fascinating insights into how our brains work. For instance, studies have shown that when people are blindfolded for an extended period, their brain starts to use the visual cortex to process sound and touch. This is because the brain is trying to make the most of the available sensory information, even if it means using areas that were previously dedicated to other senses. One classic example of cross-modal plasticity in action is the case of Daniel Kish, who lost his sight at the age of 1 but learned to navigate his environment by making clicking sounds with his tongue. Through this technique, known as echolocation, Kish can build a mental map of his surroundings and even ride a bike. His brain has adapted to use sound waves to create a sense of spatial awareness, which is normally associated with vision. In terms of real-world applications, understanding cross-modal plasticity can help us develop new therapeutic approaches for individuals with sensory impairments. For example, researchers have used sensory substitution devices to enable people who are blind to see through sound or touch. These devices convert visual information into auditory or tactile signals that the brain can interpret, allowing individuals to navigate their environment more effectively. Moreover, recognizing the potential for cross-modal plasticity can inspire new learning strategies and enhance our appreciation for the complex interplay between our senses. Educators can use this knowledge to develop more effective multisensory teaching methods, potentially improving learning outcomes for students with various learning styles or abilities. In conclusion, cross-modal plasticity is a powerful reminder of the brain's incredible ability to adapt and change throughout life. This concept not only deepens our understanding of human psychology, but also offers practical applications in rehabilitation, education, and beyond. As we continue to explore the intricacies of the human mind, we're reminded that our senses are not isolated entities, but interconnected parts of a dynamic system, capable of reorganizing themselves in response to experience. The implications of cross-modal plasticity extend beyond individual adaptation and rehabilitation, touching on broader questions about perception, consciousness, and the human experience. It challenges us to consider how our brains construct reality from the sensory information available to us, and how this construction can vary greatly from person to person. Ultimately, understanding cross-modal plasticity invites us to embrace the complexity and versatility of the human brain, celebrating its capacity for growth, adaptation, and innovation. That's all for today's Psych with Sigmund. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, may your ego find balance between pleasure and reality.